Hi, traders, and welcome to the PL Capital Weekly Commodity Report. I'm your host, Paul. Today is Tuesday, May 21st. Had to do this on a Tuesday because I have a house full of people coming in starting tomorrow, so things are going to be chaotic in my household for the remainder of this week, so I had to get this out now. All right, so we're going to be looking at the usual natural gas, oil, copper, gold, silver, and uranium. So let's get on to it. Start with natural gas. This is the spot market. Look at futures in a little bit. All right, so as I said last week, this was getting really impulsive, and I was starting to wonder if maybe the low was somehow already in. And I think it's been confirmed now that this is not going to be a diagonal. That's not going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I mean, technically, they can still do that. That's your invalidation point right there. But boy, this would just be the ugliest diagonal that I think I've probably ever seen. Be super expanding, which is possible, but so as I said last week, what I thought this was 5 waves, I think they just told me now that this is somehow just 3 waves. 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 3 for 2, down for 3, ABC for 4. And then this 1, 2, 3 wave move was 5. And 1, 6 is going to be the low for natural gas for quite some time. So now the only question is what is going on over here besides it just going up. There's 2 patterns that I see are in play. They're making a diagonal because this first wave is definitely just 3 waves. 1, 2, 3. And then 3 down for 2. Then you had this leading diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, little shallow correction. So that's 1, 2, and then here comes an impulse. 1, 2, running flat, 3, 4, and then another impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So another ABC. It's just that is a monster third wave if it's going up in a diagonal. So this next wave coming down is going to tell me what this pattern is, because it could be that this ABC is A, and then this is B, and then this whole thing was C. It actually would be a WXY then. 1, 2, 3. Because I only see it as 3 waves. Or it could be that this isn't done yet. Could be that this is going to be A, B, and a C, but it's got to be 5 waves. And then that means that this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Going to give a shallow correction here, like 2.6 to 2.7, and a little bit deeper than what they did today. That'd be 4, and then they'll go back up for 5. So actually, I got 3 patterns. So it could be that this whole thing is going to be A, B, and then 5 waves up for the C wave. And then that they're probably going to be going up in a diagonal format. Because I don't see this being an impulse. This over here wasn't 5 waves. So it's either they're going to give a shallow correction and then 1 more up, and I think this is A, B, C, and then this will be 1 up here somewhere above 2.9, and then you're going to get a deeper correction for 2 and then go back up. So that's one pattern. The other pattern is this is going to be a diagonal. That was 1, this is 2, 3 is in, and then they'll come down into like 2.4, 2.5, somewhere around here, or maybe even a little bit lower, maybe into the 2.3s, and that'll be 4, and then they'll go back up for the 5th wave. And then, yes, no, it is only two patterns. It's one of those two. So either they would have to give a shallow correction here into like 2.6, 2.6ish, maybe 2.7, and then back up, or it's gonna come down a little bit deeper into like the 2.4 range for 4, and then go up for 5. So one of these, either a little shallow correction and up for 5, and then that'll all be the first wave, or they're going up in a diagonal, and then all of this will just be 1. So either way, it's actually gonna be just 1 when they go back up and break 291. It's just a matter of how big is this correction, because I don't think, my original thought was that this could be A, and that was B, and then this was C, and now they might give you a big correction. But this isn't five waves, it's only 3, so they would have to go back up one more time. So yeah, it's only 2 patterns. So this next correction will tell me what this whole pattern is going to be going up. But yeah, for now, I can't see. The only pattern that I can see for this to go down is this 3-wave move. That was 1. And then this ABC, that's 2. And then this 3-wave move is 3. And this 3-wave move, 1, 2, 3, it'd actually be like a WXY. That would be 4, and then they come all the way down for 5. But I don't love the look of that to be the diagonal. It could be. Let's see how ugly this looks. Actually, it is kind of. It'd be a contracting diagonal, so yeah, that's a possible. That's the only way that this can go down. Is it has to stop here, because 311 is the invalidation point, and they're awfully close. So if they give any type of correction and go back up, I'm pretty positive that they'll be targeting that level and they'll take that out. So yeah, I got two bullish scenarios, and then only one. But literally, it has to start from right here to start to drop, to go down, to give us a 5 waves. If that's what they're doing. So like I said, this next correction, the depth of it will tell me what's going on. Because if it gets really impulsive downwards, then maybe they are going to revisit this 1.6. But if it's just a shallow correction, then I think it's a leading diagonal. If it's a little deeper, or shallow, then this could be just an ABC. We'll have to see if they go and break that high. But yeah, for now I'm switching to that the low must be in, and they completed the 5 waves back in February. So let's watch this next correction coming up. Oil. Okay, let's go to a 4-hour chart. Yeah, oil not looking good. It looks like I said last week, I think this ABC, I think that was W, and then you hit an ABC up. It's X, running flat, 3 ways. That was Y. And then all they did is give you a 1, 2, 3 wave move here. I think that's the X wave. And now it started to sell off here, especially after the API inventory number came out. So I think oil is going to come under 76 again. And all in all, this will be a WXYX, and then it'll be 1, 2, 3 waves down for the Z wave. So once oil breaks 66, that is definitely going to be the place to be looking for your buy side, because this is very corrective. This is not the start of a down move as it stands right now. I mean, the pattern would have to drastically change for it to become something more. But yeah, if they come and break that, then I think that's a perfect WXYXZ, and then anything under 76.66 becomes very viable. So I'm favoring up, but I think there's still a little wave to come push it down one more time, complete that triple correction. All right, metals. Copper. All right, copper looking good. It looks like the way that this is hanging up here, like it might have a little bit more up. But going out to a 4 hour, I mean, it's already hit the target zone for the third wave. And so even if they go up and break it, it's probably going to be just that. Just go break 519 and start to reverse. There has to be a bigger correction, because when we go out to the daily, this is the bigger pattern that's playing out. You have a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 1. This ABC 2. And now you do have 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can count 5 being in. So, and like I said, we've already surpassed the third target. That doesn't mean anything, but you know, we have reached that point, which is good. So it very much looks like we got ourselves a diagonal, and so it's 1, 2. Either the 3 is in, or maybe there's, you know, a little bit more up. But you know, if that's the high 519, this fourth wave should be coming down into this 455 down to 416, but I don't think it'll reach that level. I think copper's all the craze right now, so I'd expect like just getting into like 4-5 range, and that'll be 4, and then one more wave up for 5. So yeah, if you missed it, you got to wait for the bigger pullback for 4. And yeah, you don't want to miss that fifth wave, because it could be pretty explosive. So yeah, copper looking really good, no divergence. So that's what you want to see for your third wave. But yeah, you got to wait for the pullback if you're not in. All right, gold looking good. And because this is a diagonal, this was 1, 2, 3, 4. I do see 5 waves, but that's just the A wave. So, and it's, let me go down to a 4 hour. It's already reached into this correction zone. So if you're not in, you could be a buyer, but I don't know how much you're playing for, because this is going to be the A wave. Either the B is in, they've already come into this zone twice, or they might come down far. If they come down farther, then I might be tempted to take a shot at it. You know, if they come into the upper 2300s, and then you could, you know, play for a push above 2450. But to be buying here, you know, even though that I'm 95% sure that they have to go break 2450 again to complete the third wave, you're just not playing for a whole lot. So going out to a daily chart, the bigger pattern is they're going up in a diagonal. This is 1, this is 2, and then this is 1, 2, and then they're going to give you a 5-wave move in a diagonal, so it's AB, and then that'll complete the third wave when they do. So there'll be a bigger pullback coming for 4, and you're going to be able to get it probably in the, well, as it stands right now, in the like 2200 range. But we'll have to wait and see just how high that third wave goes. They could really explode that up if they want. So we'll see. But yeah, if you're not already in, I think I'd rather just wait for this bigger pullback. Well, yeah, I think I'd do that. As I say, you can buy now, and you know, if it gives you a real strong up move, you can, you know, take a short-term trade. But yeah, maybe if it drops one more time into the 2300s, then you can play for that last wave of the third wave. But yeah, don't miss that when they correct down for 4. Don't miss that one, because you definitely want to be in gold for the fifth wave. All right, silver. Now silver looks like it is very much could be done. When we go out to the daily, just like gold, here's a 1, 2, 3 wave move. That was 1. It's WXY. That's 2. So going up in a diagonal, I do see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll be just the A wave of the third wave. And so this needs a correction. And as it stands right now, if 3251 is going to be the high of that fifth wave, it should come down into the like 28.97. And if you're lucky, down to 26. That'll be the B wave, and then it'll go back up. Now, silver doesn't look like it's ready to fall yet. I do see this being a leading diagonal. Give a real shallow correction into that correction zone, and then went up. But all of this, that three-wave move, that could just be the A wave. And they did already give a three-wave move down. That could be B, and now they're going to go up for the C wave of the fifth wave of the fifth wave, yeah, the C wave of the fifth wave, of the third wave. Sorry. So they could push this up, but just like gold, I mean, if you're buying here, I mean, at any moment above 3251, they could start this correction all the way down into here. So I don't know what you're playing for if you're buying here. I mean, it could go up to 33 or 34, but it could also just a quick spike up and then start correcting down for 4. So I would only be looking, I mean, not correcting for 4, correcting down for the B wave. I'd only want to be a buyer after a bigger correction here, because we've got 5 waves. Now we need a correction for the B and then go back up. So silver looks good, but you got to already be in it, and if you're not, then you got to wait for the bigger correction. All right, uranium. All right, uranium finally reaching its target. And it looks to me like you got 1, 2, 3. That was 1. This three-wave move here is 2. This to me looks all like it's an impulse. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. I think that's 3. It could be 4. I think they got to go up one more time to complete the third wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that actually, I think this is all going to be just the A wave of the third wave. It'll correct, probably shallow, and then one more up, and because it's going up in a diagonal, 3 waves each. 1, 2. So, yeah, uranium looks great. Because I think this is 1. And this is 2, and they still got more up to finish the third wave. So if just like all the other metals, I wouldn't be buying here, even though I fairly certain they got to go break 3366 on this chart. But eventually they're going to give you a bigger 4 and then go up for 5. So if you're not in, uranium looks great, but you got to buy a bigger pullback. If this drops a little bit, maybe you can take a shot to see how high this third wave goes. But yeah, there should be a 4 coming, and then going up for 5. So I'd just like all the metals really. I think they're all either close or have already finished their third wave. And uranium is just the same, and so wait for the 4s on all the correction down for 4 on all of them: gold, silver, uranium, and then I'd be buying, because they all look really good. All right, hope that helps. Thanks for your likes and support, and I will see you guys in the next video.